Hi and welcome back. I'm Darla Ledoux. We're here with video 3 of Allow Profit Now. Allow and command this. Now, it might seem counterintuitive that we can both allow and command something. And it is. And it's actually where the magic happens. So the something, the secret we're going to be talking about today is actually your business model. Now, we don't talk a lot about business model in our coaching industry, but it is the core of everything that will allow you to make money from a small or big list, to have credibility and be credible and make money now. So, first of all, what's a business model, right? So, Wikipedia tells us what a business model is. It says a business model describes the rationale of how an organization creates, delivers, and captures value. Now, if you really think about what's been underlying what we've been talking about so far, it has everything to do with value and the value that you have based on your story, your gifts, your mission, and what it is you're here to offer the world. That value is the core of everything it takes to take money for your services early on in your business, before you have a huge list, before you are famous, right? It's all about that exchange of value. And that's all your business model is how do you do that? So let me tell you some more. The term business model is used for a broad range of informal and formal decisions that represent the core aspects of a business, including its purpose, target customers, offerings, strategies, infrastructure, organizational structures, and operational processes and policies. So it's all of those decisions that you make about how you set up your business. That's it. That's your business model. I talked about having a model of small, intimate events that really helped me to grow my business. That may be your model, it may not. Let's explore that today, okay? One last thing I want to say is, it also says it reflects management's hypothesis about what customers want, how they want it, and how an enterprise can organize to best meet those needs, get paid for doing so, and make a profit. Now, I wanted to take a minute to look this up and share it with you because it's very cool, right? It reflects management's hypothesis about how all this is going to work. So what's a hypothesis? It's nothing more than a belief. So your business model actually just reflects your belief about what works and what people will value. So, as you probably have noticed, I love to encourage people to really look within, get clear about who they are and what matters to them, and believe themselves when they make the decisions about their business model. And I mean that. The issue is, as we talked about in video 2, a lot of times we don't believe ourselves because we have allowed circumstances to tell us how to run our life. Or we have been brought up that it's a dog-eat-dog world and we need to prove ourselves and justify our existence and justify our value. But when we look at what a business model really is, it's all about believing yourself. When I was 6 years old, I created the world's greatest swing set performance. I lived on a street with all the old ladies. We lived with my grandmother. And all of their grandkids happened to be over at the same time. And we were playing on the swing set, and I was like, all those old ladies, they just sit home all day, and they have money. And here we are with this wicked swing set talent, and we need candy money. So we created this swing set performance and sold tickets and earned $2.50. And I was ecstatic. And my mom came toward the end of the performance, and I just remember running up to her, so proud and so excited. And what I witnessed was her going person to person to person, apologizing for me. I'm so sorry about her. I'm so sorry you had to do this. And I was truly crushed because I thought I had this brilliant vision for what was possible, the win-win. And then I went, oh my gosh, what if I'm wrong? And I really stopped having ideas. And I tucked my little entrepreneurial spirit away and went on to get a great degree and a great career and really shut off my heart and stop believing myself. In business, I watch myself do this on a moment's notice, where I have an idea and I think that my people would love to learn like this. That's where my intimate event was born. In my first event, I actually taught all kinds of stuff that I didn't want to teach because I thought, everybody's teaching this, I better teach it, I better do it this way. I followed what I had seen, and I didn't believe myself. And it's only when I reinvented and trusted that spirit within that I started to create something that got a lot of buzz and had a lot of magic. So believing yourself is the first part to creating a business model that you really love. This program is about making decisions that have you make real money and love what you do. So let's take a look at the decisions you want to make in your business model. Let me walk you through them. So you want to know your ideal client. You want to know your ideal client, like the peeps you love to hang with. So one of the biggest things that I help people with is releasing clients that don't serve them so they can make room for the clients that do. Now, a lot of times people are focused on what's my niche, what's my niche, what's my niche? And it comes from a place of someone told me that I have to be in corporate to make money, or if I do this thing, it's in demand. And we shut down that inner calling that said, I'd like to make money this way, or maybe I could help people with this, or wouldn't it be amazing if I could spend my days just doing this? And you know those things, you've had those thoughts, I know you have. And then you kind of tuck them away in your heart and go, I'll do this other thing for now until I'm ready for that. So ideal client is the first thing. If they aren't going where you're going, right, your mission, if they're not aligned with your mission, and they're not looking for what you love to do naturally, easily, that you do all day long without getting paid, I call that your genius. If they don't want that, they're not your people. Right? Being incredibly credible is all about knowing your story and offering only that which can do most good. So if they're not in alignment, they're just not your people, right? You've got to believe yourself. So ideal client. The second thing is you need to decide what you want to offer, right? And this is the big part of the business model. Do you want to do small, intimate events that lead to more higher level intensive work, less people's premium pricing? Do you want to do big events, group programs, online marketing? Do you like to be behind the computer? Do you want to reach more people and do a lower price point and mass quantities? Right? All of this has to stem from your genius and your mission and your ideal client and really what they're looking for, that ride that they want to go on. And then once you've got your offerings and your pricing, then you want to think about your marketing. Where are you going to find them? And it all kind of works together. So if you know your ideal client, you know where they hang out, you know what they like to do, they know what words resonate with them, you understand the problems they're having, and you can really connect with them in your marketing in such a way that you're naturally leading them to the offerings that you create. So let me give you an example. One of the things that I know about myself, this is really, you've got to know yourself, is I had one person describe it once as wake the dead. I love to wake the dead. I love to get people into alignment, to really be there for them, to help them see what they can't see about where they're selling out on themselves, and make decisions one after the other to vastly change their results. I like to do that with a handful of people, dozen to 15, for a condensed period of time that's pretty intense and pretty like, let's make things happen. that really uses my gifting and really helps me accomplish what I think makes the biggest difference in the world. They change every area of their life, and then it has a ripple effect into their families and the people around them. So knowing that, I can create the offerings that allow me to do that in such a way that I'm using my gifts and people are getting exactly what they need. And so I've designed my different offerings to reflect that. And I've resisted the urge, and by the way, it's always there, to create other things that are out of alignment with that, out of some thought that I have to or I should or people need it or what about this. I encourage you to really do that. So I said that this video is about allowing and commanding, right? Allowing has to do with really allowing your inner knowing, your intuition, your view of the world, right? Your mission is all based on your unique perception of the world. You've got to allow that stuff to bubble up, because mostly we were told what to believe and how to behave and what to do to get the A, and we have shut it down. It's one of the biggest ahas I've seen around me lately is, oh my gosh, people don't know what they want. Yeah. We don't know what we want. So you've got to allow it to bubble up so you can hear it and start to believe yourself. You've got to allow. And then once you get the aha, then you've got to command. Okay? And what do I mean by command? I mean make decisions firmly about who you serve, what you offer, what you charge, why, and where you're going to meet people, right? Make those decisions about your business model and really command it. Don't just let it happen to you. Don't be a circumstance Cindy. Don't let someone come to you and say, well, I'd really like this and I'd really like that and I'd really like this. And then you start to waffle and energetically you're no longer credible. So you've got to really command that business model, go out into the world, take action and get feedback. Right? So if you go and you're like, here's what I'm offering, and every single person you talk to is looking for something else, then you come back to allowing and you say, isn't this interesting? All right, Spirit, what's going on here? Allow the insight to bubble up so I can revamp and go recommand my business model. People are not credible when they're waffling. People are not credible when they're going out into the world with a fuzzy business model about what they offer. It doesn't mean you have to be fixed and structured and boring, right? It just means you need to really know who you are and what you're about, what you offer and what you charge, and not change it until you're back into allowing, okay? And we do this thing, and you may see your revenues kind of go like this. Mine have gone like this, right? Up and down, but consistently going up. You may see that happen, but let me tell you, you will think it's worth it. Okay, when you get that model in alignment and you know what you offer and you have the clients coming in who know who you are and what it is you want, it is totally worth it. So that's what it means to allow and command your business model. Now, there are a lot of decisions you need to make in order to create that business model and connect with your right clients. You might be at a very beginner stage like I was when I had $1,200 in coaching revenue a month. Or you might have a multiple six-figure business, but something in you is going, this isn't resonating for me. This feels hard. It feels like struggle, right? Struggle is nothing more than an indication we're resisting what is trying to come into us. We're not allowing the insight and the aha and the belief that's within us to bubble up and put it into action in our business. So I want to invite you to join me in creating your Believe Yourself business model. I've actually created a program. It's called the Believe Yourself Business Model Bootcamp. And it is a 3-month program, and there's kind of 3 stages of it. And really this teaching kind of mirrored those 3 stages. So the first stage is getting really clear, practicing believing yourself. It's getting clear about what you really want and where you are now, and being very truthful about that. What is your personal truth about where you are and what you want and why you're actually on this planet? So in that first stage, we look at your profit style. So we talked about that in video 2. you get a personal report. You go do an online survey, 70 questions, and you get a personal report of your different energy levels. So you can see when you're under stress, what comes up. Is it Patty Proven? Is it Circumstance Cindy? And you can see under normal circumstances when you're really grounded, whether you're naturally an empowering Emily or you're naturally a connection Connie. So you can really focus on those strengths and use them for each of those decisions that you're making in your business model. And I've got some really unique aspects of this program where we're doing virtual intensives. So I get to know your business, I get to know your stuff, I have your report in front of me, I know how you operate, and I can help you very quickly laser in on those decisions. You know, I had a client recently do a little testimonial who said, if she could laser in on that thing in that short of time when I spoke with her, I knew that I was going to get my money's worth. And that's really what this program is about. It launches on my 40th birthday, and I'm so freaking excited because I feel like I have allowed my next level of leadership to bubble up, and I am really commanding it in this program. So you'll love it. That's phase 1. Phase 2 is about your business model. It's about choosing your ideal client, your packaging, how you put things together, you know, what is the way in which you work with clients, your signature system, pricing yourself based in a foundation of truth, not some pie in the sky la-la idea, and not some sell yourself short because you're not credible yet idea, but really based in a foundation of truth. That's stage 2. And then stage 3, this is my other favorite part, is it's about action and feedback. It's about allow, command. So in the third part of the program, we actually go sell your business model. And we have assignments, we have a virtual intensive, you have guidance around doing that. You go out and connect with the people. I'll help you figure out who and where they are. You go take the action and you get the feedback about how in alignment you are, what works, what doesn't, what's getting in the way. And then you implement that and you allow the next step to bubble up. So first of all, you will develop your business model from a place of belief about who you are and your unique vision. And beyond that, you'll have these tools that you can use every time your business is going like this and you know you need to grow. You can use the exact same tools that I teach you every time to go from 1,200 to 6 figures to multiple 6 figures to 7 figures. It's the exact same tools of alignment. So it's the Believe Yourself Business Model Bootcamp. The overall name is called Align It. And you can find information about that. There's a link below, but you can also go to alignandprofit.com/align it. And, you know, a couple of things that make it unique. Again, you get your personal report. You take an assessment and you get a report, and there it is in black and white. That report alone is priceless with my guidance to debrief it. It is seriously, it will rock your world. The second thing that you get is that's unique and interesting is these intensives. We have regular classes, but then we have 2 intensives where you'll pick a time that works for you. It's a 2.5-hour virtual program in a very intimate group, and we'll get really clear and make all of the decisions that you need to make to really command your business model. And then the third thing that I absolutely love about this program is some of the bonuses. So if you look below, there are some bonuses. I'm not going to name them because some of them disappear, but it has to do with how you actually implement your profit style, you know, and get really free from the old default patterns that hold you up and aligned with your truth and your own personal belief. And so they're very cool. I'm really excited about those too. So again, alignandprofit.com/align it, and you'll get all the information there, all of the details, and you can click and register. The program is a $3,500 program. You actually save $500 if you pay in full. So you can pay in full and get the whole program for $29.97. Now, I've been in business for 4 years now. I've been coaching people. Coaching with me privately is a mid-range 5-figure investment at minimum. So, you know, this program, I have really taken everything I've learned from all of my private clients over the years and put it into a program that I feel so good about offering in the format of a group program. It's kind of like you get me one-on-one, but in a group format. So I think you get the exact same results that people who come fly to Denver and be in my intensive get, but you get it from the comfort of your own home. So I am thrilled. It is my 40th birthday present to myself and to you. Join. Just go ahead and click the button and register. If you have any questions at all, just trust they will get answered. You know, there's information about how to get your questions answered as well. But it's the Believe Yourself Business Model Bootcamp. We will seriously allow and command your business model so that you can make big money from a small list and know exactly how to make big money as your list grows. You know, there's nothing more sad than someone going and getting more people in their tribe and not knowing exactly what to do to convert them into paying clients. Once you know exactly how to convert people into paying clients, and it comes from alignment, then you're ultimately powerful. You can create whatever revenue you want because you know how to do it, you know the steps. And that's what we'll create in this program. I'm Darla Ledoux with Align and Profit. I invite you to join me for 3 months from October to we go just into January. You will start your 2014 with a bang. I'll see you there.